What we have here is a 1962 Corvair roadside pickup, which I restored. It's a rotisserie restoration. I electrified it instead of the conventional ICE, and it uses a 11-inch net gain electric motor. I changed the access lid a little bit. It used to be underneath, but now we made it into a big hatch. The bell housing, transaxle, and transmission are pretty much standard, although the transmission has been upgraded. It uses a stick shift. The motor is a 11-inch net gain, develops 44 horsepower, 135 foot-pounds of torque at 72 volts. We are running 150 plus volts to it, so that it about doubles the horsepower, but the torque, all it does is extend the range a little bit. It maintains the 135. The controller is liquid cooled, has a pump here, a little radiator back here with a fan underneath behind it that cools the liquid. It also has a blower that blows air across the motor and comes out and helps cool the motor. The green box is the charger, alternator running off the back of the electric motor, and the battery are a 12-volt system, completely separate from the batteries, and it supplies the rest of the car's normal stuff, windshield wipers and headlights and things like that. This is the charging station. This is where you plug in the J plug, which on 220 takes about 4 hours to charge it. 110 takes about 8 hours. Amp gauge here allows you to adjust it for, especially if you're doing it with 110. The batteries are here in the bottom of the bed. I've got 48 3.2 volt batteries, 180 ampere hour each, and that wired in series gives you the 154 volts, I believe it turns out. We have a room for 15 more, which will give us 202 volts, and that's an upgrade that'll take place shortly. The information that we'll look at on the dash is called Torque Plus, I believe, is the little, and that's in the box here. We pass the cable through the through this sender here, and through Bluetooth technology, it gives us all the information we need as far as range, amount of amps we're using, amount of volts we're using, amount of volts left. A variety of things, more than the human mind can comprehend. I'm going to step into the cab, which has also been redone. Why don't you stay on that side? Here's the power windows, which we put in this thing. And here's our indication that I talked about, the Bluetooth technology. We got 159 volts. We're not using any kilowatts now because they're not underway. It says we only have 15% of battery power left, so it needs to be charged. Here we have the original instrument panel, although it's been upgraded to I used a Spider. It still fits in the same, a Corvair Spider panel, but it still fits in the same slot that the original one. It was kind of, didn't show much, the stock panel that came in these trucks, and I upgraded it, and now we have a speedo intact. This measures RPM with an electric motor, and the voltage here is for the 12-volt system, and I have a cylinder head temperature, which I'm measuring the temperature of the electric motor, and of course a clock. The shifter is conventional, although I don't have a clutch. Really don't need it. I can start in second, then I feel my way into high if I'm wanting to cruise faster than about 50 miles an hour. 12-volt electric air conditioner, which is mounted where the gas tank used to be in this thing, underneath it. And the column's a tilt column, and I upgraded that with the I did it column and late model steering wheel. And everything else has been replaced in the truck as far as redoing the seats in it. Has a 3-belt shoulder harness system, or 3-point shoulder harness system in it now. And I welded a, I think this is out of an S-Class Mercedes back seat, the armrest, and then the seats have just been redone into the buckets, but it's a conventional seat that the truck came with. Of course, we added a radio and a stereo system, and that about concludes what's been taking place. The whole thing is, everything's been replaced and re-chromed, and the wheels are billet specialties, and the hubcaps are redone. Look at go back and look at the tailgate. I took the conventional Chevrolet off and had them painted, and we put a little EV on it. And that about concludes what we've done to the truck.